I'm Jersey. I am Kadyn's sister. I'm her favorite sister and her only sister. I am Kristen Milner and I am Kadyn's sister-in-law. I married her older brother, Destin.
My name's Hunter. I have been friends with Kadyn for as long as I can remember.
I'm Holland. I'm Trevor's little sister, so I've known him my whole life.
My name's Paige Milner. I am Kadyn's sister-in-law. I married her oldest brother, Trey.
My name's Destiny. Kadyn and I have been best friends. I say best, it's probably just on my side, but best friends since probably middle school.
My name's Leighton Schleich. I'm Trevor's older brother.
My name's Amanda Schleich, and I'm Trevor's sister-in-law.
My name's Gavin Nelson, Trevor's oldest friend, his best friend.
I'm Johnny. I'm Trevor's good buddy.
Hi, I'm Brady. I've known Trevor since 7th grade when we moved to Texas. Was his college roommate of 3 years.
Hello, my name is Ciro Reyes, Trevor's best man. We are in the same fraternity.
My name's Parker Wiley. I know Trevor from college. I was talking about crane hunting and he tagged along.
I'm Peter Cornell. I've known Trevor since 2015.
I'm Destin, the brother of the bride.
I'm Trey. I'm also the brother of the bride.
When I think of Trevor, I think of someone who's really passionate about hunting. It's so impressive like how much he knows about all of that stuff that I could never even begin to understand.
If we're talking about hunting and fishing, yes, he's chatty. He called me when I was on a trip a few months ago and he just wanted to talk about hunting at the ranch and getting me an elk tag so I could one day shoot an elk.
I think anybody who knows Trevor knows how much he loves to talk about hunting.
In 6th grade, played Pee Wee football together and went to middle school and, figured out that he enjoyed hunting and fishing as much as I did. And yeah, the rest is history.
I would say when I've been with him, he's a very curious person. He wants to know about you, he wants to know about your life, how things work. Now with his ranch up in Valentine, him and my husband and Kadyn's other brother, Destin, they're just fun to listen to talk. They come back and they just sit in the living room and talk about land and how much it costs and water and animals, and it just is never ending.
Always asking how we should plant his corn and his sorghum and his beans and all that, so that's a major thing he hits on.
He's always very caring and asking how are you doing? How's your day going? What have you guys been up to?
Stubborn, but thoughtful. He really wants to know why you don't agree with him usually.
He's hard-headed, he's stubborn, but he is the most generous person I've ever met in my life.
About as loyal as they come. Somebody who's going to always be there for you through thick and thin.
He knows the power of no, but he also likes to have a good time.
He's a wild individual, and so was I. We both were, but we've both grown together, and we've seen each other grow, and I think it's been great to do that alongside.
When he was younger, a bit of a troublemaker, but I think he's probably grown out of that quite a bit.
I would describe him as a dad who takes care of his children.
The people he cares about.
Us.
He's a Foxwell guy, man. He's right there for you, no matter what you need.
Trevor, like I said, he's got his head on straight. I think more than anybody else, he knows what he wants.
I think the world needs more people like Trevor.
My favorite story about Trevor is when my husband and I were getting engaged. And so Leighton asked him, hey, can I borrow your camera because I'm proposing to Amanda today? And Trevor's like, what? You're proposing? What's your plan? Trevor and along with, my sister-in-law Holland, they all sprang into action, making sure that the right people were invited and that decorations were there and food and drinks. Something I'll always remember.
We were at this place called Calico Neal's. There's a little beach next to it. I think I was 16, so T&B would have been 14. They wanted to go swimming. Trevor comes yelling about something. He caught something. It's what the heck is this? Well, he caught an octopus. He cornered an octopus. This is probably the coolest thing I've ever done. I helped him. I didn't lay a hand on it, but helped him corner it. He grabs it, and it just inks all over him. You're just covered in black ink. He enjoyed it.
What's wrong with this guy? Is there something wrong? Do I need to be looking out for something? And nobody could tell me anything. And I was like, leave it to me, I'll figure it out myself then. That's fine. I met him for the first time and I was like, he has a southern drawl, he's just this tall dude, he's nice, he's kind, and he asks a lot of questions. But out of genuinely wanting to know you, who you are, and what you mean to Kadyn. I just thought it was funny that I was like, there's nothing wrong with him.
I thought that his voice was so deep. And he had a weird laugh too, I remember that.
When we were little, we were at home and mom and dad had gone on a movie date night. Trevor and Brennan opened the 2nd story window and had tied bed sheets together and were trying to repel themselves out the 2nd story window. I just saw their feet hanging down out the kitchen window.
My kids love him. They live 5 hours away, but they still think that we can just hop in the car and get there.
What's your favorite Trevor story?
My favorite Trevor story?
Favorite Trevor story.
Trevor and I used to cut school a lot to go catch some bass.
Catching bass for your husband.
Yeah.
Every night that we wouldn't have something going on, we'd be fishing on his dock. There was one night in specific where we were just, listening to country music, just hanging out. I ended up just hooking into this monster bass. It's one of those memories that you share with a friend, and both of us just get excited as all get out.
It's not a great story. It's a memory that will last with me for the rest of my life. Tire blew 1 in the morning. We're adults now. We go to bed somewhat early. It's like 1 in the morning. He answered. He was ready to come help me. Damn, that's a great friend.
In the middle of Lake Travis, middle of the night, finding a sandbar, getting stuck. That was a pretty fun one and kind of a scary one at the same time. He kept it level-headed, made sure everybody was all right first, and then he was like, let's figure out a way out there. And got us out.
Well, before I even met him, Kadyn wouldn't stop talking about it. It's like, I know this guy's the one by just talking to him.
Like Trey said, the connection between those two is what stood out to me the most. I want someone to treat my sister super well, and that's exactly what he does.
When I think of Kadyn, I think of someone who has never met a stranger. She's so friendly to everybody that she comes across.
Extremely sweet, bubbly. Would do anything for anyone. Perfect for Trevor.
She was just good at everything, which was super annoying, but also really fun with competitions and stuff like that.
She's always gonna put you before herself, hence why she's a nurse. Like, that's what she does every single day. Even as a sister, Kadyn is such a genuine and nice person. Like, she'd do anything for you.
Whenever you're with her, you're always gonna have a good time.
I would say she's bubbly. She's just outgoing, always down for whatever.
One of the most just genuinely happy people I've ever met.
First thing that I noticed when I met Kadyn was how friendly and how outgoing she is to get to know people. And it's something that I definitely admire about her.
She's very serious, but also goofy when you get to really know her.
I remember the first time we hung out with her. So Trevor better marry that girl as soon as he can.
She's very stereotypical third child. We definitely beat up on her.
She'll give the shirt off her back to anybody. She's very nice.
We had a wedding in Colorado. We hiked to the St. Mary's, and once we got to the middle of this, we found it was like a cliff, and we jumped off the cliff into this freezing cold water. It was so much fun. That water took your breath away.
So I was probably 7, I was in T-ball. She was trying to tell me like how to hit this ball as far as I can. I go to hit it, I hit the pipe instead. It just ricochets back and it nails me in the forehead. I'm passed out. She goes run inside and she's like, Mom, Jersey's not waking up.
We were all sitting out in the parking lot of our school, and me and Destiny told Kadyn to peel out of the parking lot because it was gravel. she peeled out, but then she went drifting around all the corners. Then she came back and she goes, "Did I do it?" And I was like, "You freaking drifted." That's just like an example of how goofy she can be sometimes.
We'd run together. Like, I remember we ran 9 miles. We ran from her parents' house to my house. The conversations and time we got to spend together because we were just doing that together. Even today, we'll text each other and be like, I miss walking with you. Those are my favorite things with her.
My shirt, that's a story in its own because we thought we were pretty cool buying them when we went to college and were roommates our freshman year. But the very first story I have with Kadyn, she was gonna have a sleepover at my house. She actually spent multiple hours with me building a blanket fort for my little sister. Grabbed all the chairs, couches, blankets, and we built this giant blanket fort that literally snaked through our entire living room.
She fell off the farmhouse roof. I would say I was 12, he was 10, she was 7. We thought it was a good idea to hold her feet to help her get off the roof of the house.
What was she doing up there in the first place?
Probably following us.
Yeah.
She was climbing up there, I don't know. Rather than just being like, okay, jump off, tuck and roll, whatever, we'll hold your feet while you get off. Well, she let go of the building, fell backwards off this 10-foot tall ceiling.
Katie's Kwanzaa. It's an old barn at the farm that barn swallows nest in. She would go in there and collect all the eggs, 30, 40 barn swallow eggs. She thought she was in there helping them, but in the end she probably wasn't.
Last week was my birthday, and out of nowhere, Kadyn makes me an entire cake. Delicious ice cream, Oreo ice cream cake. Way better than any ice cream cake we've ever had. I'm like, what's this for? The kid made it for your birthday, man. Very thoughtful. Very thoughtful.
Recently went back to Nebraska to go plant. Someone had to be on the tractor, but everybody was out doing different tasks. Who stepped up to the plate and ran that tractor? Kadyn Milner. She planted that seed in alfalfa. Now it's the best crop we got. And without her, I doubt we'll have a deer season.
What Trevor's told me, Kadyn was working a summer job as a cart girl, and Trevor was going golfing with a couple of his buddies.
I remember her saying she met him when she worked at the golf course.
I think it was summer break for her.
She's a nurse, so like school was really intense for her, and so she took this like fun job.
Her and another girl were like out on carts together. Like they were taking turns to go out. Like when Kadyn went out, she like saw Trevor.
So I don't know, like you said, what made her pick this guy at the golf course. Like I think he was super nice.
And Kadyn said that like she couldn't understand what he was saying, like because you like tell her your drink and then you type in this number or whatever. She like couldn't understand him. She was probably nervous at that point too.
She probably did something that she was super embarrassed of anyway, and that was probably why she sped off in a golf cart, which led her friend to go back out and say, hey, like give me your number for her.
And the other girl goes out, gets his number for her, and comes back to Kadyn and was like, yeah, I got his number for you. Later they like met up at this barbecue or something.
She comes and she asks, she goes, do you guys want to go to this guy's house with me? Because I don't want to go alone. We're all like thinking, we're like, oh, like maybe. And then we were like, oh no, let's step out of our comfort zone and let's go, because Kadyn didn't really talk to him. Like they've only been texting. I feel like it's just not something that we usually do. We're not just gonna go to some random person's house. But we did that night.
It's really like outside of the box for her to like go out with a guy or do anything like that.
My first impression of him was, man, this boy's tall and he's got a really deep voice.
And that's when they have two different stories. He says that like they talked all night, it was such a good date. And then if you ask Kadyn, she's like, he didn't talk to me at all, like it was super awkward. He was like at the end of the table. Like, she did not talk to Trevor at all that night.
It does not surprise me that Trevor thinks that he talked to Kadyn all night long, and probably reality was that he did not. He just had like one conversation with her.
Trevor's really easy to carry on a conversation, so, and Kadyn is too. So I feel like they hit it off pretty well. Not at the party though. They didn't really talk.
Then they started slowly talking and visiting a little and getting to know each other.
He called me about right away and said this cart girl is interested in him. This is probably his only second round of golf ever played. The odds of that happening, 1 in a million.
Whenever I met her in person, everything checked out, and I could see the way that Trevor looked at her, and you know, she looked at Trevor, and I was like, oh man, he might be in trouble here. This might be the one.
He finally like came back. She showed him around and met everybody, because she had never done that with anybody before. So I was like, yeah, I think they're definitely gonna get married.
They kind of just kept talking and eventually started dating.
When they first started dating, I looked him up on Instagram. She does not like that I did this, but I wanted to know more about him. And then, of course, after he accepted it, she's like, oh, send me everything that's on his Instagram, so I did. I would say they're opposites, but also a lot alike. Like, Trevor is super into hunting and fishing. Kadyn, I don't think is. Wasn't. She wasn't. Yeah, now she is.
At Christmas, Trevor bought her a gun. A big like rifle, like it was huge. Most of our family kind of knew that that's Kadyn's gift, but that will be Trevor's gun. Kadyn and I just locked eyes, and I knew exactly what was going through her mind, because the same thing is going through mine. They went to Mexico for a wedding, but obviously he couldn't bring his fancy fishing poles. They took an Uber to some like alley type of thing, and Kadyn was sending videos in our group chat and was like, don't know where I am, but Trevor needed a fishing pole.
He always does have like the best intentions and like want to make her happy, and I think she goes fishing and he gets her those things because they just want to spend time together, which is awesome.
Every time they drive through Kearney, they stop and we go to Cunningham's on the lake, which is probably more Trevor's idea than Kadyn's, because Kadyn's probably just like, get me home, and Trevor's probably like, well, let's just stop and get some dinner or something, you know?
It's been fun seeing Trevor, you know, getting immersed in her family with like her nieces and nephews.
Kadyn will just send us Snapchats, random things that Trevor's doing. Like, why is he practicing his turkey calls in the car? No one knows.
When I see Trevor and like her together, they are best friends. Yeah. They're like absolutely in for each other.
I could just hear in his voice, you know, over the phone was like the first time I really understood what Trevor was feeling. He found his best friend.
In our Mexico trip, let me tell you, it was a lot of fun. We got down to Mexico and we had our whole house on the beach, and we all kind of bonded as friends. And
I think it was about 2 years that they were dating, and we had all been asking like, when are you gonna propose? You getting engaged soon, whatever, and didn't really want to talk about it. He wanted to do it on his own time.
We have our own pumpkin patch back in Imperial, and Trevor told Kadyn he was gonna go to Valentine for the weekend, and she's like, okay, well, I'm gonna go back and like hang out with my family and carve pumpkins with the kids and stuff.
We went to this little pumpkin patch there in Imperial. Kadyn didn't even know that Trevor was coming down. She thought that Trevor was going to Valentine.
Trevor, you know, had coordinated with Kadyn's family and everything behind the scenes and drove up to Imperial.
And then Trevor met them there after actually going to Valentine, so he just wanted to drive half the state for no reason. Well, a very good reason. But then he surprised her there and had her whole entire family there. Everyone knew about it except for her.
You know, he did it the right way, and of course, asked her that. But then it was kind of just...
It's like new going up to it.
Yeah.
You know, we'd been told that he'd asked and he was thinking about doing it.
He lied and said he was going to go up to Valentine, which he did, but he cut the trip a little short. He had called me on the way down and asked me for my advice. I sort of surprised her.
I don't think she knew Trevor was coming back that weekend.
So they were in like a little house hiding. Trevor, Kadyn's dad, and Kadyn's brothers were all in there. And then us girls went and we started walking. Trevor came out.
She turns around and Trevor's walking down, and oh, it was so cute.
Kadyn was like, "What are you doing here? Like, you're supposed to be in Valentine. Like, this was so sweet of you to come pick out pumpkins with us," and whatever. And we were all just like, Kadyn, like. And so then he like took her and they kind of like walked down, and we stayed back by the fire pit.
All of us were peeking out the windows trying to watch and not be seen at the same time.
He had his 2-year-old, I had my 3-year-old. We were trying to corral in.
And they walked off down this like little path and talked, and he got down on one knee, and then she like turned around and looked at us, and we're like, yeah, like that's why he's here. Like, it wasn't just to come pick out pumpkins with us.
I think she was still trying to comprehend that Trevor is here. I'm not like seeing things, but Trevor is here.
She was stunned. She couldn't believe that Trevor was there and was proposing to her. Because we were all hiding in a little cabin, being out of the way, letting them have their moment.
He proposed and they came back and we all hugged and hung out, and we did still pick out pumpkins.
I'm just happy she was surprised.
The best part was that she was so surprised and that he put a lot of thought into it. It was really sweet.
Kadyn and Trevor sent a picture of them in his truck with her ring. I freaked out, started jumping around. I was at home at the time.
Well, she sent me a photo of her ring, and then that's when I was like, he did it.
I think our first reaction was like, nice dude, locked it in.
You see your brother grow and just leveling up, and it's pretty cool to see your friends grow with you.
It was super sweet. I cried everything. I think everyone else cried too, so like I wasn't the only one. I love both of you. Congrats.
Kadyn, good luck with all the hunting and fishing you're gonna be doing. Trevor, good luck with all the healthy stuff Kadyn makes you do. Congratulations, love you both.
I would just say be each other's best friend, and I think you guys are already doing a really good job with that, so bye.
As long as you guys keep being yourselves, you're gonna be perfect. You're both amazing people. Congratulations, I love you both.
Keep being yourself around each other, and I think you guys will do great. Bye.
Just being intentional. That's my one word that I would describe both of them as. They're intentional, they care a lot, and everything they do is for a reason for everybody. So, yeah, that's all I got. See ya.
Congratulations, guys. I'm so excited that we get to add Kadyn to the family. So excited to get to celebrate with y'all.
Oh, their future's gonna be great. They're super compatible. Congrats, y'all. Love y'all.
Trevor, Kadyn's always right. I'll tell you that right now. Enjoy everything.
We'll always be there for you. If you ever need anything, I mean, the farm will be there forever.
You see them together and they are best friends.
Live your life like it's the best day ever. That's the way I describe it.
Don't stop laughing. Make each other continue to laugh every single day.
Enjoy the little things and have fun doing it.
Give it a year, probably max. They have kids.
Do you think Trevor's gonna name his first kid after you?
If I were them, I wouldn't.
I think we're gonna get a couple little Kadyn and Trevors running around. I'm saying twins, maybe. I heard it's genetics.
Trevor and Kadyn, house around. Cheers. Happy marriage.
Happy life.
Is this thing on? Sorry, I'm so scared. I'm gonna pee my pants.
It's nerve-wracking sitting up here.
I was not nervous. Now I put this on and I'm like shaky. Does it go in my pocket? I don't think it can go in my pocket. I can't sit like that.
Put it on top of your head.
I'm just got you.
Okay, can I start over? Okay, I'm Kristen Milner, and I am I'm pretty bad.
My husband and I got engaged in spring of 20. Never mind. Never mind. I don't even remember when it was. Anyways.
Do you have any good stories of Trevor?
No.
Enjoy the little things, like the rainfall. That's something. Or enjoy.
Wait, just say
You started out so hot. You started out so hot.
Yeah, you did.
Dude, why is it dark? Turn your knees out towards the camera more. So your actual body, yeah.
The best way I would describe Trevor's personality is someone who is selfless.
That station. Are you kidding me?
Quiet from the audience.
Brady, you gotta stop.
It smells like methane in here. Okay, oh, thanks, sir.
Question from the audience. Being from Mexico and not having your green card, what does marriage mean to you?
It means citizenship.
That's it. We should have done this at like 10 a.m., not.
No, I wanted to.
After 12 to kill the show.
How long have you felt like the boogeyman has been after you?
Alright, do your interview.
Hey, big guy. Big guy. Oh, big guy. Big guy. Okay.
Oh shit.
Congratulations, guys. It was super easy to talk about you guys, and we love you so much. We wish you happiness, and that's it. You don't get anything else, just happiness. Just happiness. Okay. The beginning was great. Yeah, we tried. Can you cut that part and then I
might just put that one in.